Hello everyone, welcome back to the Health Boardroom. I'm Ron here. Today, I want to dive into something that's been sitting in my mind ever since I read a piece about the big ambient scribe companies. And honestly, the more I thought about it, the more I realized this industry is about to shift again. Probably in a way most people aren't paying attention to. So I'm sitting there reading about the CEOs of the big ambient scribe companies. And despite all the noise, the competition, the new startups popping up every week, the pricing wars, these CEOs are still incredibly bullish. And that really made me pause. Because CEOs don't stay confident for no reason. They stay confident when they see the next big adjacency, the next layer of value, the thing that the market hasn't fully understood yet. And as soon as I dug a little deeper, it clicked. The scribe market is no longer just about taking notes. It is starting to touch the money side of the healthcare, the billing, the coding, the revenue capture. And when AI touches revenue, things change fast. So let's talk about Suki for a second, because this is where the penny dropped for me. Suki used to be the note-taking assistant. Clean summaries, cleaner notes, great user experience. But now, they're generating ICD codes, CPT codes. They are putting their hands into the revenue cycles. And when a scribe company starts doing that, my friend, it is no longer a scribe company. It becomes part of the financial engine of a practice or a health system. Think about it for a second. Documentation is great. Summaries are great. But the moment your tool can capture revenue, reduce denials, cut coding backlogs, and speed up the reimbursement, now you're not a nice to have. You're a part of the backbone. That move, that Suki example, that's what made me realize the ambient scribe space is maturing into something bigger than ambient listening. It's becoming a gateway into end-to-end clinical operations. So here is how I have started thinking about it. Notes are the front door. The real value is what happens after the note. Because once an AI system listens to the visit, understands the clinical context, structures the data, and maps it into the codes, you've basically captured the entire encounter in a way that flows directly into billing, analytics, and compliance. And that's where the CEOs are bullish. They are not bullish about note-taking. They are bullish about everything that comes next. So let's zoom out. Because when I was unpacking the scribe story, I also started looking at how the big AI companies, the giants, are preparing for 2026. And let me tell you, the pattern is loud. Almost every major AI player is moving into one of the three themes. Integrated workflows, not isolated tools. Right? Microsoft isn't building a scribe. They're building an ecosystem, an entire assistant layer that sits across clinical workflows. Google is doing the same. Everyone is trying to own the workflow, not the feature. Second, AI agents, not just AI features. 2026 is going to be the year where AI isn't just helping. It will start taking autonomous actions into workflows, flagging coding issues, preparing claims, scheduling follow-ups. initiating prior auth steps. This will change how hospitals operate day to day. And third, moving closer to the revenue and cost centers. Look at the companies that survived the last 24 months. They're all moving slowly towards the revenue production, slowly towards the operational efficiency, cost savings, and compliance. AI that doesn't tie to financial outcomes is definitely going to struggle. An AI that moves the revenue needle will actually thrive. So when I look at the Suki example or the bullish CEOs, it's the same pattern. AI is shifting towards core operations. And the companies that embrace that will define the next era. And let's talk about the health systems, right? Because if you talk to anyone in the hospital ops right now, they are tired of adding more tools, more logins, more dashboards. Their priority going into 2026 is simple: consolidation and impact. They don't want features, they want outcomes. They want fewer clicks, they want cleaner notes, they want better coding accuracy, faster billing cycles, fewer denials, less clinician burnout, and definitely the vendors who can handle multiple layers are going to be the ones who will win the long-term game. This is exactly why being just a scribe won't cut it in 2026. So let me zoom this out for anyone building, leading, or operating in health tech right now. If you are building a software, you need to think beyond the feature you sell today. Think about the layer behind it, the revenue, the compliance, the operational impact. That's where the long-term value is. If you are running a clinical team, start assessing tools not just on ease of use, but on their financial and operational impact. Ask the vendors harder questions. Ask about coding accuracy, claim throughput, denial reduction. If you are an investor, the ambient scribe space isn't oversaturated. It's undermatured. The ones who evolve into operational AI platforms will own the next decade. And if you are in leadership, start preparing your teams for a world where AI is not optional, not nice to have, but a core part of how your organization captures value, protects revenue, and operates more efficiently. So yeah, I started this episode thinking I'll talk about ambient scribes, right? And I ended up talking about the future of healthcare operations. But that's exactly the point. Ambient documentation is in the story. Billing, coding, revenue cycle automation. That's the story. That's where the real transformation is actually gonna happen. And the companies who see that early, they are the ones who will win in 2026 and beyond. So thanks for spending these 10 minutes with me. This is the Health Boardroom. I was Ron, and I'll see you in the next one.